WCEG Network on WCEGTalkRadio.com. Watch us on your smart TV on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn on the WCEG Network. I'm Wardell Richardson, your show host here on WCEG the Hollywood of the South for the next hour. We are the worldwide community empowerment group where we speak life into the community. Subscribe to our YouTube channel on the WCEG Network. So, and follow, and connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, IG, and LinkedIn. We have some new platforms. Download our free mobile apps on iOS, Apple, iPhone, and iPads. Go to the Apple Store and search for WCEG Talk Radio. On Apple TV, search for WCEG Network TV. And on the Apple Watch, search for WCEG Network. On your Android mobile phones and tablets, go to Google Play and search for WCEG Talk Radio. Last but not least, the topics and opinions of those of the show hosts and guests and not those of WCEG Network. I am Wardell Richardson, your show host here, actor, producer, director, host of WCEG, the Hollywood of the South. Listen, I am so happy about my guest that I'm bringing on, but before I get to her, I just want to remind everybody, go and check out some of my work. Just go and check me out. I'm everywhere on Amazon, YouTube, Tubi, Peacock. I'm all over the place. Hulu. You put my name in, my work will come up. Just watch something and hit me up. Let me know what y'all think. A lot of y'all have been hitting me up lately. So it's working. I want everybody to just, I'm not one of those people who don't like constructive criticism. You get what I'm saying? So feel free to shoot me a message in my inbox, say, hey, I saw your show. Either I loved it or I hated it or whatever. I like to hear it all because that's just who I am, and no one is above being better. You get what I'm saying? Without further ado, I've known this woman here for a good little minute. She's an actress. She is a singer. She's an author. She's an influencer. And she is incredible. All in all, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Trinetta Jay. How are you?
Hi. I am well, Wardell. Thank you for having me on your show. I'm excited, right?
No doubt, man. It's been a minute, right?
It's been a minute. I was just thinking, I said, man, we have to definitely create something together soon in the near future.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And because you've been doing your thing, I've been looking at some of your videos. You've been definitely ripping up the stages.
Thank you.
In different places. And you got a book. You got a book that already came out, and you got a new book getting ready to come out.
And you did your homework. Yes. Yep. My new book, The Other Side of Single.
Yep. And you made appearances on different TV shows and, behind the music.
Yes.
So I am very interested in getting into that. So let's start first way back from where you are from. And if you're from Atlanta, how did you get started in this industry?
No, I'm from New York.
New York, straight down to the ATL.
Yes, I am from New York. And I don't know if you saw the interview with me and 50 Cent before he was 50 Cent. And
really?
So that was in New York, and that was a spur of the moment interview. And I was I living in Jersey at the time? I don't know. But the person I was supposed to interview, 50, couldn't make it, so I made it. So I was yeah. But I've been in Atlanta for over 10 years.
Oh, wow. So it's been over 10 years.
Yeah. And I really got into,
How have you liked Atlanta, and what got you down to Atlanta?
A lot of stuff was happening in New York.
Okay.
And then after 9/11, because I was across the street when 9/11 happened, I actually was living in Jersey, took the PATH train into the World Trade Center and left the World Trade Center. Like 10 minutes later, the first plane hit. So it was a bit much for me.
Oh, wow. So you was near that.
Yes, I was in it. I couldn't go. I lived in Jersey at the time. I could not go back home. I was one of the people that walked over the Brooklyn Bridge. I have a girlfriend over that lives over in Brooklyn, right over the bridge. So I was one of
Wow.
those people. So that right there, I mean, I was making the money, having fun and all that, but my peace of mind was just leaving me at the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That had to been a crazy experience.
It was. And it's like I don't play around with just hate or confusion because I
Right.
went through something like that, and it's just changes your life.
Wow. So
Yeah.
why music? What about music drives you?
Wow, I love music. I'm a Glee Club kid. So I was in
Okay.
girls ensemble, pop ensemble. I've been singing and on dance team since junior high school. And it's just in my blood. I didn't even choose it. I wanted to be a professional softball player because I love softball.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to be a professional softball player. My sister started singing first, and I just started singing in junior high school. And one of the students heard me sing and took me to the chorus teacher, and the rest is history.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't choose it, it chose me.
Hey, that's how it works most of the time. That's how you know that God got his hands on
Amen. Well,
it.
I mean, it just, I try to stop doing it, but I can't. It's just it's not what I do, it's who I am.
Yeah, you be ripping the stages up. I've been looking at everything. I'm like, whoa.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been doing it. And you have a few songs on iTunes that I
Yes.
looked up.
Yeah.
Stop the
Oh,
World, You're Gonna Be All Right, Keep Winning, and Thank You,
yeah.
Lord.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so I listened to Stop the World. That was
Stop the world
oh
and
yeah.
take a moment to praise him. Praise him. Yes. I'm
That
here to
song,
motivate and inspire.
that song sounded really personal. When I heard it, I said, okay, she really talking about her experiences, what she's been through. Was that the what made you write that song?
You know, like in the first verse, I say I lost my mom.
Right.
So that just pushed me just to pour it out there, the loss of my mom because I got married and then a few months later I lost my mom.
Wow.
And in that video, I always try to encourage people because I am a suicide survivor.
Mm.
And I am convinced God woke me up to help other people, especially the youth, because I was a youth. And in that video, I was in a coma and everything. And I woke up and I said, okay, you
Wow. I didn't see the video. So you
Oh,
have
you
a
have to
video.
see, yeah, it's on YouTube. So you have to check out the video. And I put that in there and I'm just open about that to help other people. Because that's what we're here to do,
Right, right.
tell people, help people. Everybody's going through something. Children are going through something. Everybody's going through something. And so I'm here to really encourage people.
So you like more like a motivational singer or a gospel singer? Which
Oh
way?
no, I'm not even a gospel singer. I would
Okay.
because all my life people say you need to sing gospel, but I need to be authentic to what
Right.
I need to do, and I do inspirational music.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say, gospel artist, but I'm inspirational. I'm a master encourager. That's
I
what
just
I
said that.
am.
I just said that because you and God is everything and you preface that in a
Amen.
lot of your songs. So that's
Hmm.
what made me feel like you was a gospel singer. But I get it. Motivation,
Right.
you can't be motivated without God behind you. So I get it.
Amen. Absolutely. And going through some stuff in life. I'm trying to share this post so other people can see it. There we go. I'm
So
sorry.
now what now so at some point you got into doing acting. Where did that
What?
come into play?
Listen, Atlanta's a place, right?
Yes, it is.
Again, I didn't choose it. It chose me. But also, like being in girls ensemble and pop ensemble, we're acting, we're singing like musicals. So when I came to Atlanta, I just got caught up in the matrix and someone brought me on set and I fell in love with acting. I never thought I'd be interested in learning a bunch of lines. I'm the kid in school that did not want to study, and here I am. I'm studying scripts. I've had lead roles and different roles, and I love it. And actually, I want to get more back into it. And I've done my independent projects as well. So
Right.
when I got to Atlanta, it was just in the water.
Wow. And
Yeah.
that's a big thing. Once you get into the entertainment industry, well, in music or any other entertainment, some kind of way you find your way navigating into film because film is so
Right.
big here right now. What's
Absolutely.
been your biggest challenge in that era?
Getting the right roles.
Yeah.
And that's why I create my own. I don't know. Did you see the Future Husband project that I did? And then I did Freedom Sleep, which I did discuss, me when I was younger in high school, and I took that
Right.
journey to wanting to sleep permanently.
Yes.
So I'm just doing my own things because it's certain things I will do. There's certain things that I won't do in
Right.
film.
Right.
And so a lot of times, as you know, you got to create your own opportunities.
Yeah. And you have to make that legacy for yourself. You have to say no to
Yes.
something because they will try to drive you to do some things that are just not quite ethical in this film industry.
Yeah, and being in the music industry in New York and all that, you know, I I mean, I've been around it for a long time and
Right.
I'd rather just do it the right way and it might take longer. It's okay. It's whatever God would have for me.
Wow.
That's what I want.
Yeah. So if somebody came to you and said, Trinetta, I have this role for you, what is a role that you haven't done that you really would be excited to do?
Oh, dramatic. I really want to play a mafioso. I really do. I do. But just emotional, dramatic, just to stretch me. And I can do comedy as well. But I,
Okay.
I like the emotional stuff because I got a lot of stuff to get off my chest. You know what I mean?
No, I played my first comedic role in a film earlier this year. It was the
Wow.
first time, yeah, I had my first comedic role. And it hit pretty really good. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be in theaters, in the AMC theaters soon. So I'm gonna promote that.
Ah, I
I'm
can't
looking
wait to
forward
see
to
it.
that. Yeah, that's gonna be
What
great.
can you say the name of it?
Yes, it's called A Rose Through Cancer. So,
Oh,
and I've talked about this. So, all my fans, anybody who listens to me know, I was going through cancer when I found out I had cancer, I was shooting that movie.
wow.
And
Okay.
then after that, I went through the whole process. But nevertheless, it's a great movie and I'm looking forward for it to come out.
Are you going to have a premiere? And
We already had the premiere.
oh, you already had it. Okay. Okay. Well,
We
I'll be
had the
sure to check
premiere.
it out.
Yeah, but it's gonna hit theaters here real soon. So, I'll be promoting that.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to definitely check it out. And I I don't know. I haven't seen you do comedy.
Got
So that's gonna be interesting.
Hey, I did. You know what? When you do projects that you don't know how it's going to come out when the
Mm-hmm.
project actually comes. You
Mm-hmm.
just focus and you just do your thing, and you be praying that it comes out great. And it came out really good.
Well,
I was very surprised.
congratulations. That's
Yeah, it came out really
fantastic.
good.
Well, you're an awesome actor, so I'm not worried about it.
Hey, you are too. So
Thank you.
that's what we
Thank
got. We got to do some things. We got to do some
Oh
things.
yeah, absolutely. Even if we have to create it,
Yeah, for
we
sure,
probably will.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now you became an author.
Mm-hmm.
When did that come about? Because I see that your books, The Professional Data was the first one.
Yep.
And you got a new one coming out in January called The Other Side of Single. So you're
Yes.
really deep into the relationship scene.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
so explain the professional dater.
Woo! Because I have a long dating history. And you got a lot of, isn't it interesting? It's a nice ride, isn't it?
Oh
And the
yeah.
professional dater is loosely based off my life. Because yeah. So I was just inspired to write that. I'm inspired to write a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And so that was done, I forgot, a few years ago, The Professional Dater. And I've been the new book, The Other Side of Single. I've been wanting to write something about, I've been single for a long time.
Right.
And I married now 2.5 years almost. And so
Okay.
I always want to encourage people, and I'm just giving a perspective from both sides,
Okay.
the single side, now married side, the other side of single, and just giving
Okay.
nuggets of wisdom, inspiration, because the bottom line is to live on purpose no matter what your relationship status is. Well,
Hey.
amen. Yes,
So
that's
the
right.
professional dater, you say you was inspired to write that, and I'm assuming you said you just, you've been single for a long time, and and I'm sure when you date, because I was single for a while too
Mm-hmm.
and dated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, when you dating, you come across different types of people, different
Characters.
type of character. That's how you say it.
Characters.
That's the
I
best way
mean,
to
well,
put it.
yeah,
Different kind
characters.
of characters and things. So your book is basically talking about what exactly in professional
Well,
dating?
I'm talking about Clarissa. So
Mhm.
Clarissa's a player. I mean, her father's a player, she's a player, but she meets this guy she really loves. And see, it's oh, I don't get emotional. It's loosely based off my life. So being a player, doing all what I wanted to do, breaking hearts, telling lies and all that stuff. But then Clarissa, she met somebody she really was digging, and it just kind of the
Takes
tables
her
kind of
life.
turned on her, and
Okay.
it's just a lot. I got to do a part two, but when I did the professional dater, I was Trinetta Love. Now I'm TJ Jimerson.
Right, right, right. So you have two different sides of it. That's why the other one is called on the other
Yeah,
side
the
of
other
things.
side is single. So going forward, I'm going to be TJ Jimerson, the author name. You know,
Okay.
because
Okay.
I'm like separating. I'm different people
Right,
at
right,
different
right.
times. So yeah, because my artistry, I'm Trinetta Jay, and then I do my Trinetta Truth, Mrs. TJ or Trinetta Jay, and then I'm author TJ Jimerson.
Right.
Yeah,
At, being an artist, especially a female artist at that,
Oh,
and and trying to date, it can become a little challenging. But
yeah.
you managed to find a guy who was willing to accept you and understand your role and what you do. Can you kind of touch on that a little bit? Like, how was
Wardell,
it to
Wardell,
date
Wardell.
listen, I already know. I
But
already know.
it's easier for you guys. Listen, but let me tell you something. He didn't meet me. You know what? God is great because he didn't meet me while I was busy doing, I didn't have any projects. I wasn't even singing. So
Right,
it was 2 years into our dating that he really saw me perform for the first time. And I'm so grateful for that. Because as you know, if people meet you at the highlight, you're doing so much stuff, you don't know if they love what you do or love you.
right. That's
Right?
true.
Because they
That's
can love
true.
what you do. You walking red carpets. I mean, you doing your thing. You're on stage.
Yeah,
They fall in love with the lifestyle, with the fantasy of it
yeah,
all. And we're day-to-day people, that just do
right.
have these talents that we're pouring out. So how we met was at a gym, and I wasn't really doing my Trinetta Love stuff at the time. So he's been around, and he's really just growing
Right,
with me
right.
and understanding more about the business. Like when I was in bands and stuff, he's understanding the backdrop and how hard we work and the
Yeah,
business behind the scenes. It's not all, glitz and glamour. They see us walking the red carpet, but they don't see the grind. So he
Ma-
gets to see that.
yeah. Listen, it's been hard for men too. So
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
that
Okay.
because I'm telling you, women see the guys and they
Yeah.
see the same thing. They
Yeah.
see glitz and
Yep.
glamour and they're like, oh, he got money, he got
Yep.
this, he got that,
Yep.
and that's what they buy into.
Right.
But they don't know what goes behind that, like how
Oh,
hard you
yeah.
work, how much have to be away,
Yeah.
your dedication to what you do, the time you have to be away from the family from time to
Yes.
time. It's not for everybody. We're
No.
not for everyone.
And you know what? It's okay. And I came to
Mhm.
that conclusion right before I met my husband. I was dating somebody who really didn't want to be a part of my gifts and all that. He just,
Right.
you are who you are, and he didn't want any parts of. I was doing the Trinetta Love show, my talk show at the time, and
Okay.
he pretty much, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And after that, I said, well, whatever. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. And you have to find, I tell you, I was the same way, before I met my wife. Like,
mhm.
I was completely like, you know what, I'm gonna just be by myself because nobody can understand
Oh,
what
wow.
what we go through,
Right.
and it can be a very lonely
Mm,
world.
say it. Say that.
It can
Say
be a
that. It's
very lonely
true.
world. It is very true. And unless they on your side, they can understand you and want to ride with you through this, it's going to be very hard to find someone. And that's one of the things. I should do a book. Shoot,
They have to be very secure
they
in
do.
themselves.
They do.
Because you're gonna be, the lead man, you're gonna be around
Right.
women. I'm around
Right.
men. You gotta
Right.
have somebody. It's just tough. And people, they look at artists and say, oh, why are they single? Hey, because a lot of people want to give you an ultimatum. Like, no, I need you here and you need to go to set and you have to, this is what you're called to do. But they want you how they want you. And so you
Right.
just have to be you and be true to yourself. And the right one will be support and enhance that, and vice versa.
What has been the biggest challenge in writing your book?
Finding time, but I have to make time. So I had to let go a couple of things and, you know, um, finding time and just really concentrating. And so I
Right.
did just not do some projects that was offered because now I really have to focus on me and building my empire. How about that?
Mm, I
Yeah,
heard
I
that.
got, because hey, look, we're not, it's like time is going so fast. So I get ideas all the time. I've got several songs, I have book ideas. Um,
So when
and
are you gonna do an album, a full
I
album?
don't know if I'm gonna do a full album because I don't even know if it's worth it because I have a short attention span. I've always had a short attention span. And
Okay.
so I don't sit, when's the last time you listened to a full album?
Listen, Cardi B's album.
I no, I don't listen to, I don't listen to, so I don't know if I, and then financially, and
Mm,
so it's time consuming dealing
yeah.
with producers. So I try to be very independent with what I
Okay.
do. So I just did a theme song for my Trinetta Truth. I'm just going to be dropping stuff, dropping. And
Well,
skip.
I listened to all 40 songs that you had on iTunes, and
Thank
I
you.
and I loved them. So,
Thank you.
I feel like you have an album. If you put an album out, people will listen to it because it's a positive type
Mm.
of, you know, with today's world, people need to hear positive things.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. And that's what I have a lot of stuff I'm gonna be putting out and then I'll probably put it all together. But it'll probably be on iTunes and stuff, but I'm not gonna do 3-minute songs because I don't even listen to 3-minute songs. And I'm so great with I'm so great with jingles and hooks and stuff like that. And so I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing more books because I want to do a movie now, and I'm gonna put a movie in a book. And then prayerfully, I met Tyler Perry before, and I wasn't supposed to meet him, but I met him. Just the powers that be. I met him, and I know I met him for a reason.
Right.
I know our paths will cross again. So I'm going to pour my movies into my books, and like the Matrix, it's going to happen.
I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have the budget at the moment.
Right.
So I put it into the book, and I love books are sometimes, a lot of times, better than the movies anyway.
Right.
Right.
On the other side of single, is that a comparison between being married and being single? And
Yeah, it's looking at different relationship statuses. So,
okay.
because I've been single. So, when I was single, and you have to get the book to find out how old I was when I got married. Okay. But 35 and over. But I used to, I did a song about, I said, God, why am I single? And I just said, why am I single? And I said, you know what? Because when I was in my early 20s and stuff, when I used to get so discouraged, even going to church because they weren't talking to people like me. You know
Right.
what I mean? And so I can actually tell and relate to people that single journey. I can actually relate to it because I lived through it. I didn't get married at 25 years old. And, I'd go when I was in my 20s, people 25 years old trying to tell me what single life is about.
Right.
So I would get
Yeah.
frustrated. And so now that's my platform. I want to touch these young, mature, seasoned women, whatever stage, but that encourage them at any and every stage, because at the end of the day, you are here to live a life on purpose.
Right.
That's
I
the
think
most important thing.
right. You're right.
You know
And I
what I mean?
think
Whether you're single, you live that on purpose.
right.
I did a show, Single in the City. And I have a friend, he loves the single journey. He has a full life, so everybody's not called to marriage. Marriage is truly a calling.
Yes.
And as bad as I wanted it at younger, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of sacrifice. So I tell people, live your life. Live
Yeah.
your life. Go on a trip. I've done all that. I've gone to when I moved to Atlanta, I've gone to concerts alone. You meet people, you know.
Yeah.
Just have fun, enjoy your life. Buy that house, get that condo. Don't wait on somebody that may or may not show up.
Right.
Right?
That's a very good. That's a good story. That's
I
a
mean,
very good story.
you made great time. You maximize your singlehood. You did
Yes.
projects, you did what if they wanted you on the set 2 in the morning, you could do it. Now you have to
Right.
consider your spouse. I said, well, can I
Exactly.
come at 5? You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
have other obligations now. So I tell people, look, fly, birdie, fly. Don't try to get in the cage too soon. And it's a beautiful, when you're with the right person,
It's
it
beautiful.
enhances your life, but it's just like if you have a kid, it's sacrifice.
Yeah.
Any relationship worth having, you're going to have sacrifice on both sides.
That's absolutely true. It's not a bad sacrifice when you with someone who really loves you and understands
Yes,
you.
it's worth
Um,
it.
but one thing that I love is that I feel like we go through a lot of ups and downs
Yes.
in life to get
Mhm.
to a point where we're seasoned enough to get married.
Well, there you
You
go.
know, because you can get married to the greatest person, and if you
Mhm.
hadn't been through anything, you wouldn't even know if this person was a good, great person or not.
Whoa, you said a lot. Yes, you got to go through some stuff. I mean, I
Yeah,
appreciate my
yeah,
husband so much. And why? Because if you read if you read the dating professional, you understand why. You have to go through all of that to understand the value of this person. And I think a lot of women, they're ready, and maybe the guy's not ready. He don't understand my value. He's not ready for you. Just keep
yeah,
living your life. He's has to go through
absolutely.
some more stuff. And that's what makes me appreciate my husband, and him appreciate me so much. We've been through some stuff in life.
Yeah. And
Right.
it's sad that a lot of people really want to force marriage and want to
Mm.
push it, because they just feel like, well, I'm ready to get married, and then it falls all apart. And usually it falls apart because they just want to be married. That don't mean they're ready to be married.
A lot of people want to go to the NFL, don't they? But they're not ready. They don't do the work. They're not ready to
That's right.
sacrifice. These people don't get that much sleep. They have to strict diet. They this and that. It's all this is sacrifice and discipline. So the idea of the NFL or people love the idea. And being married is the NFL relationships. It's gonna take a lot of work. Come
Yes, it
on. I
is.
mean, anything worth having is worth working for. Being a parent.
Yeah.
You want a child, get ready to stay up all night. Get ready to sacrifice your money, your time, everything else, right? So they like the idea of it. And it's like I thank God that he had me wait for a long time, and now I get to really treasure
Yes.
what I have and understand what I have and know that, hey, I'm focused on him because I dated, so I didn't miss. I'm like, I already know he's the one.
Yeah.
There's nobody else.
Yeah. when you know,
I'm a
you
good
know.
wife. I'm a good wife, Mr. Charlie. Are you a good husband, Wardell? You've been out there,
Absolutely.
and it makes you
Absolutely.
appreciate
I,
your wife.
Let me tell you something. It is absolutely incredible to be married to someone who really loves you and you love them back, and you
Yeah.
are both on the same page and striving for the same thing. No,
Amen.
I one of the things I always said in the past, like, and it was hard to find, but I wanted somebody who could just love me,
For you. Mm-hmm.
solely me,
Mm-hmm.
for who I was,
Mm.
and I had to go through hell to get to the sunshine,
There you
but
go.
I got there, you know. And it
So
has been
glad.
an absolute blessing and absolutely wonderful. I
Now,
love
is
every
she a part
moment
of
of
the business? Is she an actress or?
it. No, no,
Oh,
she does.
good.
She does, but I met her on set because she was a hairstylist on the set that I was.
Wow.
Yeah,
Awesome. That's
yeah,
awesome. And how
yeah.
long you been married now?
I got married November 7th.
Oh, newlyweds. That's right.
Newly, newly,
Congratulations.
newly.
Enjoy the ride. That's all I could tell you. Enjoy it. It goes fast. I can't believe I'm going to be married 2.5 years. So it goes
Wow.
fast. Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes pretty fast and you just have fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. So it's just great. I just feel like I married my best friend. We talk, we
Oh.
laugh, we sit up all night talking, we travel everywhere, just having fun, doing
Mm-hmm.
doing all kind of things. And so, I truly feel like I married my best friend. We have the
There you
greatest
go.
time together, and I
Yeah,
think that's the best. It's not about what they have and what you can gain from them, unless it's a spiritual gain.
ooh, yeah. There you
You know?
go. Look at you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's why the other side is single, and then that's one of the books. There's going to be more books like that because there's a lot of, especially women that need encouragement and know that it's okay, your journey. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on a different journey, so it's discussing the different relationships, the spectrums of relationships, whether you're single, whether you're married, if you want to get married, don't want to get married. So and it's a quick read. So
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Is coming. It'll be available January 1st, 2026. It's already available to pre-order the ebook on Amazon.
You know what? I'm gonna order it too. I'm
Thank
gonna
you. I
order it.
appreciate it.
So
Please.
I wanted to see what. And I'm gonna order it. I'm gonna get the first one as well.
All right.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
gotta
finish
finish
them
that. I
later.
gotta do a part two and go into that. And because it's a lot of stuff. But as a writer, you gotta be emotionally ready. Sometimes, when you're going certain places emotional, like getting into character,
Yeah,
like even when I wrote Stop the World, breaking down crying, it's a whole process. It's a whole process, emotional. And so, I have a lot of stuff to write about because when I was in New York, one of my producers was taken out, and my masters disappeared. So it's a
oh
lot of
wow.
stuff I haven't talked about. I'm praying about it, but I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna
Okay.
put it out there. Loosely based on my life.
Yeah, you
There's a
should,
lot of
man.
stuff. There's a lot
You
of stuff.
should. The music industry is a treacherous world for
Yes.
sure.
Yes. Yes. And that's why I said, I'll just put out my own stuff and, I'm just tired of dealing. I think a lot of people are. That's why social media has given people a great platform to showcase their artistry, so nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. That's
Yeah.
right.
I appreciate you being honest on the show and being open about that because, people do some really crazy stuff behind the scenes and people see the smile on your face and everything, but they don't know what you've been through. They don't know your journey,
That's right. That's right.
and going through, I definitely know the music. I was in music, dabbled in it for a little bit back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how
Mm-hmm.
crazy that is.
Mm.
If it's crazy for me, I definitely know it's crazy for you. And
And you hear people talking about stuff more and more.
yes.
You know what I mean? And the entertainment industry is just crazy. And you ever get this where people say, well, Wardell, I would think you made it to this level or that level. And they don't understand that every deal is not a good deal.
It's
You know,
not.
and you're not gonna, if you don't want to sell your soul, then you're not gonna sell your soul to do certain things. And you're just, so people say you should have been here. No, I'm right where I need to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And wherever God takes me, the right deals, that's fine. Because I'm not just gonna sign anything.
You hit the nail on the head when you
Yeah.
said that, because a lot of people sign some bogus deals and be trapped in this contract for years to
And
come and
broke.
can't get out. And broke is everything.
And broke. They own your likeness, license. You got to wait all these years to get your master's, when you do music. And I write. So I've written with a Grammy nominated producer. I
Oh,
was in a session here in Atlanta. I asked for the split sheets. That's where you split. You get your percent. Never appeared. Just change the subject when I'm asking for split
wow.
sheets and stuff. So it's like, okay, well, if that ever comes out, we'll see. But it's just it is what it is. You just nowadays you could be independent of that and do your own thing.
Yeah, I think the way the world is now, the music and film, everything
Yeah.
is changing drastically. You have AI
Hmm.
coming in,
Hmm.
people striking because of the things that AI can do. Because of course now they have an artist out that's an AI artist
Hmm.
that is
Right.
like breaking records and charts. How
Yeah.
do you feel about that type of music?
It's always been around. I mean, they owe Millie Vanilli an apology.
That's
Because
right.
that's what they were doing. They had other people singing for them. So that's
Yeah,
what people are doing now. And I was just thinking, I said that, they owe them an apology. It's been around. The thing is, if
they
they
do.
release AI to general public, they have something else better.
Right.
Okay. So they've been using like on whatever, changing your face and all that.
Yeah.
That's always been around. That's always been around. So it's like, I don't feel any kind of way because you still have to be creative. You have to think of the artist. Like let's say we want to do a sitcom. We still have to put our brains together and put in the creative ideas.
Yeah.
And AI will say, okay, well, what about this? A lot of times when I put stuff in AI, I don't use it because it's not what I see in my head, but it is a tool, and I heard it is a tool that people use it. Producers use tools. They use, people don't even sing it. They haven't been singing. They use what, auto tunes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
haven't been singing for a while. So as an artist, I'm like, oh well, it's just, you sell something that appeals to the masses for the moment.
Wow.
And what's the flavor of the day? So are you
Yeah.
you gonna be the flavor? Because I'm gonna create me a AI. Coming to you soon because it's hard putting on makeup and all that. So why not create a clone?
And you know what? You said something that was very interesting. They
What?
clowned Milli Vanilli back in the day for what they did, and everybody today is darn near doing the same thing. That is too funny. I didn't even put two and two together, but that makes so much sense to
There's a
me.
lot of artists that don't sing live.
Right.
Back and they would have if sometimes back in the day they had the background singer behind the curtain singing.
Right.
So it's people just don't it did just they weren't privy to all. They didn't know all of that. So now a lot of stuff is being revealed.
Yes.
And a lot of people they can't sing is they're studio singers. Matter of fact, I love Broadway. I love going to see live shows, right? And I've
Okay.
seen Denzel Washington, and he'll tell you, you get on the stage on a live show, no do-overs, like in film.
Okay.
And a lot of people will fall on their butts. That's why I like doing stage plays and stuff because, if you flub a line, people don't need to know. You got to be, on your toes to do a live show,
Yep, you do.
right?
I was just,
Did we meet? Was it a stage play we
it was
did?
a stage play we did.
See? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm so thankful for the opportunity to do stage plays. I want to do more stage plays because there's nothing like a live show.
I was literally just telling my wife the other day, yesterday.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I want to do another stage play. I haven't done one in a long time, but it's so tricky because some people don't take stage plays as serious as I take it. Anything
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I take
Mm-hmm.
very seriously. And when you go to rehearsals, because you have tons of rehearsals,
Right.
it takes another project that takes time away from family.
Yeah, that's true. It takes a lot of
and
time.
and people don't be as dedicated as you are. So they miss, rehearsals, and they be your scene partner, and you really want these people there so you can rehearse together. I'm just like, this is not for me if they're not going to be as committed as I am.
And
You
that's
know,
why you create your own.
yeah,
Yeah, I said, I'm gonna do my own. I'm just my own characters and everything. And that's why AI is popular because humans are hard to deal with. You know, and like with an AI artist, or let's say we have a cast, you don't have to worry about the cast getting along. It's all AI. You have all these,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, the humans acting up. AI is here to help you still be creative and successful.
and they don't have to pay AI.
There you go. Not right now. There you go. So, I have the same frustration because we're both dedicated artists and we're dedicated to our craft
Yeah,
and we're serious about it. But a lot of people come to Atlanta and acting or what it's just a thing to do because we're in Atlanta,
yeah,
and it really has to be a passion and really who you are just because you have to embody this character and care about the character and the backstory and you have to do your research. It's work. It
yeah,
is work and it's studying. And a lot of people they don't see that. They don't get that. And they don't again, they like the idea of it.
yeah. You're right. They like the idea of it.
They
If
yeah.
if an artist contacted you and wanted to do a collaboration,
hmm A
what
music
artist
artist,
what artist would you like to collaborate with?
a music artist.
Music artist.
Oh my gosh. It would be an old school music artist.
Really?
It would be yeah, because I'm not because a lot of people they've been using auto tunes and all that for a long
Yeah.
time. So
The old school artists were the ones that were really putting it out there.
yeah, and see when I'm with a band, if I perform with a band, I have to look at those old school people and they sang from their soul. They just a whole different vibe. Al Green and just, Tina Turner. So I would do a collab with Tina Turner. Shaka Khan's still here. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. Yes. So it would be because it's soulful. I love Tina Marie was my favorite artist.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
And
I like Tina Marie.
so yeah, so I don't know who I would collab with. Maybe Boys to Men.
Yeah. I promoted the show you did where you was on stage and you was dancing, not dancing but singing,
Uh-huh.
and you
Thank
was
you.
all in the crowd, you was
Mm-hmm.
doing your thing. I said she is
Mm-hmm.
really into that.
Yeah.
You just get. Do you feel like you lose yourself when you get into singing? Like you just become somebody different?
No, I'm me. I just love people. And I'm a
Okay,
master encourager. So that's a platform where I get to, music touches people. And
right.
it's like when they get into it, it's just me doing what I was created to do and to uplift the masses. And like I
Yeah,
said, everybody's going through something, everybody. And I get an opportunity to get in there with them, young, old, in between, doesn't matter the nationality. It's an honor and a privilege. And I'm just more of me. I'm more me. Like I just feel like because I'm using my gift on stage
right.
just pouring out my gift to people. So and that's what I'm here to do, and I'm going to continue to pour it, pour it, pour it, and pour it until I can't pour anymore. We got to pour ourselves out. That's what we're here
Yeah.
to do.
Yes,
You
you're
have
right.
so much. Don't you feel like you have a lot more to do?
I do. I never
Yes.
feel like I'm done. I got so much to do, so many ideas, so many
Yes.
things that I want. I talk about this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Other movies because I'm a writer now. I became a writer, so I write movies, and I have my own production team in film.
Awesome.
So I shoot my own movies as well.
There you
Funding has
go.
been the most difficult thing to acquire in this industry. Is just getting
Mm-hmm.
funding to do your work.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a lot of ideas, a lot of dreams, a lot of deadline. I put every year I make myself a
There you
deadline
go.
for that year on
Mm-hmm.
things that I need to do this year.
Right.
And Sometimes God just say, "Hey, not this yet. You need to
Mm-hmm.
do this over
Mm-hmm.
here."
Right. Right.
No, and you just gotta follow
That's right. That's
because
right.
doors open. Things happen like at the spur of the moment, especially in the music or film industry.
Mm-hmm.
It takes that one thing that you do, and it takes off, and you got to keep going with it
That's right. That's right. And
while
I'm
the
looking
iron's
forward
hot.
to seeing all of that. You know what I mean? And I'm just so proud of you for keep pushing, through all the adversity and stuff. And it just makes you more determined, right? That
Yes,
like just keep putting it out there. And I'm so proud of you because so many people, as you know, have gotten discouraged and stopped, you know,
right,
and we all
right,
get discouraged. So I don't want people to think that I don't get discouraged because I do. But you take a beat, right? Take a
yeah,
beat, have
yeah,
your day, get
yeah,
you a little sip of wine if you need it, and then get back up tomorrow and
yeah.
keep going and
I
keep
took a
going.
I took a break for a whole year one time, just a
Mm-hmm.
whole year. I just had to reevaluate myself and
Mm.
decide if this is something that I really want to do. So when I stopped, that's when I got a call for another film project about
Wow.
domestic violence. They asked me to
Ooh.
star in it.
Wow.
And I said, well, I'll do it was a good cause. And that one project opened up tons of doors.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
that's why I say, when God wants you to do something,
That's
you
right.
can do you can say, oh, I'm gonna stop for a while or I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
But if something else come up, he gonna say, no, you need to do this right here. This is gonna get you
Wow.
where you need to go. And you have to know when to take it.
That's right. That's right. And now that you have your purpose partner, you ready now.
Oh yeah, I'm
The
ready for the
foundation
wear.
is there, and now is at the foundation. You can just woo, springboard. And that's I always wanted to meet someone special and be locked in with somebody before everything just took off for me. Because
Thank
if
you.
everything take off, then you pretty much gonna be single because you don't know who like you for you, really.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put
Yeah.
up with you, and I'm not gonna put up with this, and you know what I mean. So we're so blessed,
Yeah.
so very blessed to have that in lock, and now we can soar even higher.
Yes, we can.
Rise
Yes,
up!
we can. And look, time is already winding down.
Oh
Time go by
wow, okay.
quick. We down to like 10, 15
Oh.
minutes. So so if you had any advice you want to give to any of your fans that are out there, what would that be?
you know, just keep pushing. Um, get this. You're gonna get discouraged. You're gonna take a lot of L's, right? You're not gonna be whatever you audition for, you're not going to get every part. It's disappointing. You're going to get cut from the team sometimes. But you know what? Just keep going because your day will come as long as you don't give up, right?
Yeah. Right.
And even in dating, it's okay. The only one that's going to be the one is the one that God has for you.
You. Yeah.
So expect it. You know what I mean? And I try to definitely get the other side of single because it's okay. Just don't give up and don't. Every part is not going to be your part. Whether you want the part to be a real wife or a husband or whatever you want to be, every part's not your part. Maybe it's not the time. You know what I mean? And even as an actor, I had a lot of emotional depth before, but now I have even more. Unfortunately, fortunately, but adversity in life, you can make it work for you because it deepens you, right? It should, right? If you don't become bitter, it deepens you. So if I had to do a role now compared to 10 years ago, I'd be like, I don't consider myself a crier, but I could cry because I lost my mom, I lost my dad last year, and a
Oh,
lot of things have happened. So I can cry. Before I was like, I can't even cry. I can't do. So I would say just don't give up. Keep moving on. Your life has purpose. And if you say, well, I don't know what my purpose is, well, keep living to find out.
oh yeah. You will find out at
You
some
will
point.
find out and follow me, right? And keep following positive people. It's so much on social media. You got to block out the distractions and focus and Follow Wardell, follow Trinetta, follow the people that's keep on moving, and guys, support our movement. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we're going somewhere.
Yes, we are. Yes, we
Yes,
are.
absolutely. And we're just here to pour out our talents and the gifts. And everybody has a talent and a gift. Whether it's, well, I can't act, I can't sing. So what? You can do something else. I can't draw. You can be an
Right.
illustrator. You can do hair. That's art, you know? So
Right.
there is a place for you. So in this world, there's a place for you. You are gifted and you're here to do something important, right?
Yes, you are.
My
Everyone
husband's
is.
an educator. I said, you saving children's lives. They look at you as a surrogate father. Every day he's pouring into children. That's very important.
That's
You
very
know,
beautiful.
thank
That's
you.
a
And
beautiful
everybody,
thing.
be the good mom, good auntie, good mentor. We all can pour into somebody. So that's important. We got to pour into each other in a positive way.
Yes, we do. And I love what you just said. Everything that you said is absolutely true. We got to pour into each other,
Yes.
positive. That's why I love your music. I was
Thank
just
you.
listening to it. I said,
Aw,
he needs to put out, because I would literally listen to your music. I would listen to your whole album,
really?
literally, because it's positive, you
Aw.
know, and you can sing. Right.
I know, right?
You
Like
can
I am
really
not gonna
sing.
have AI sing for me because I can put in ideas and stuff, and AI comes up with all it. But I'm gonna do sing my own stuff, and it is tempting to get an AI artist,
Right.
but it's gonna be enough of that. I'm gonna be authentically me. How about that?
I heard that. I
So,
heard that.
it's great though. It's like it's a great tool. I'm gonna use it, but it's not gonna replace me.
Gotcha. And just before we go, I tried to find the behind the music on you. Is that on YouTube
The
somewhere?
VH1 behind the music.
Yeah. Is there a way you can find that? Because when I saw it, I said, she got a behind the music. I gotta go see that.
Yeah, it's VH1 behind the music with 50 Cent.
Okay.
Um,
I want to go. I
I
want
have a
to.
full clip, but I had it's in my files. I don't know if you looked on YouTube.
I looked on YouTube. I couldn't find it, but maybe I just got to put something else in to find it. I
Yeah, I
don't know.
have I know I have that. I have the full clip. I was so surprised when VH1 hit me up, and I'm sure 50 of course had to approve it. And
Yeah.
shout out to 50 Cent. I appreciate you. One day we'll meet again. And I'm like, I'm a part of hip hop history. I interviewed the biggest hip hop artists, and now media person. He's doing films and everything. And I'm like, wow, who knew? And
Who
that's another
knew?
thing. People, when somebody don't want to take an opportunity and you can step in, step in. You never know where it leads.
Never know. You
You
just
never
gotta go.
know.
You just gotta go with it. I never knew doing radio wasn't something that was on my repertoire.
Hmm.
But I got offered the opportunity and I took it, and I love it because I get to give all the artists and actors, actresses a platform to promote themselves and talk
Awesome.
about themselves. Because there's nowhere to do it unless you go on their social media page or Facebook or whatnot, and look them up. But here you can talk all about yourself, your journey, what your ups and your downs in the industry. And I've had a lot of people get called from being on this show.
That's awesome.
So
I just thought about something. Did you see me on Atlanta Plastic? Because
Atlanta Classic.
yeah, Atlanta Plastic. That was a show about plastic surgery. And I had a ballot. It's called My Episode is now on, it's still on Amazon. It's called the Butt Gut episode. I think it was season 2. Yeah, because I had a bowel obstruction and I almost got taken out with a bowel obstruction.
Really?
And yeah, I didn't want to do it. But one of my girlfriends said, listen, you need to shed light on bowel obstruction. A lot of people leave here because of a bowel obstruction, they implode. And I told my story on Lifetime TV. It was on Lifetime TV.
That
Um, yeah.
I need to. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna have
you
to.
got to check it out.
I
And I
gotta
didn't
check
want
that
to
out.
do it, but that's why people have to have positive friends that support you because I was being cast. Matter of fact, before they did the surgery, I was chickening out. I said, I can't make it. They said, you have to be on set. You have to be on set. I said, no, 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 because the bowel obstruction really traumatized me, and they
Okay.
cut me up and down, gutted me like a fish. And that I had a scar. So that's the episode is called Butt Gut. And so to go under the knife again, I was freaking out. And this is Lifetime TV, you know, I signed contracts and everything. And I was freaking out, and they said, "No, you have to get on set. You have to go through with it." So bowel obstruction is real. I met Candy Burris's mom, and she talked about it with me, bowel obstruction. I think she went through something like that. So it's very important. I mean, God has us here, Wardell, to just our testimonies and to help
Yes.
people. And we've gone through, you know, our struggles, but that's to help other people.
Right. That's crazy. I never even heard about that until you just mentioned
Yeah.
it. But I
Yeah.
guess I gotta go look at that.
Yeah, because I didn't know what
Look
was
at that.
happening, and my mother said, "Call 911." I lost 6 inches of my intestines because I waited around so long.
Oh wow.
And yeah, it's no joke. So I did that on Lifetime TV, and it's an honor and privilege to tell my story. It's a
Wow.
lot to
Well,
talk about, a lot to talk about, and to inspire
yeah.
people, and and just to and a lot of people, they have a story. And so again, your purpose is to tell your story, tell your story. Don't be ashamed. It's going to help someone, and that's what we're here to do. So tell your story. Appreciate you,
Well,
Bruno.
I want to thank you for coming on the show. How can people reach
Thank
you?
On Facebook, Trinetta Jay, Instagram, Trinetta J, just a J. Um, YouTube, Trinetta J, and Trinetta J everywhere. And
Yeah.
my book, again, Amazon, Trinetta J. Go to my website, trinettaj.com. And I do
Yeah.
Trinetta Truths. I do relationship talks and all that. And I just appreciate you guys so much, you and the team. You guys are doing great work. And I just want you to keep it up and read my book, and we could circle back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
a
I in February I try to do like a relationship panel show. So I may have to bring you back on or something, because yeah. You went out. I can't hear you. You went out.
I said, yes,
There you
please,
go.
let's talk about it.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
love to come on. Yeah, let me know. I definitely appreciate you. Man, look at this. And this is why people shouldn't burn bridges, boy. You just never know when it's going to come back around and somebody have an opportunity
You
for you.
never
We
know.
worked together years ago, okay?
Yeah,
And when
years
we were
ago.
just babes. We were babes. We were single, running around doing projects, and hey,
That's
met
it.
on set, and look.
Yep, yep.
So thank you so much, and I'm proud of you, and keep up the good work.
Well, I'm proud of you too, and
Thank
continue
you.
doing you. I mean, you be killing the stages,
Thank you.
in both places,
Thank you.
on singing and on with
Thank,
theater
yeah, thank you.
and film.
Thank you.
So
Thank
congratulations on that, and I hope we get to work together. We are gonna work together.
We are.
We
Not
are
hope,
gonna
we
work together.
are. We are.
So
Have your people, call my people, and we all get together as people.
for sure,
That's what we're gonna do.
ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Trinetta Jay.
Thank you. Thank you.
On that note, I am Wardell Richardson here on WCEG Wood, Hollywood of the South. Thank you for tuning in. This was the finale of this season. I had to end it with a bang, and we'll be back in January. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will be promoting that real soon, and I have a very special guest on my very first show for the next season on January 15th. So, make sure y'all tune in, and I will be promoting it. Once again, I am Wardell Richardson here on WCEG Wood, the Hollywood of the South, and I just interviewed the fabulous Trinetta Jay. I will holler at you soon. Peace.